William Morrow and HarperAudio present The Girls in Navy Blue, a novel by Alix Rickloff, performed by Dylan Moore and Carlotta Brentan. Once they are aroused, once they are determined, nothing on earth and nothing in heaven will make women give way. It is impossible. Emmeline Pankhurst. I dedicate this book to the 10,000 girls who rose up, determined to change the world, and to the generations of women that follow in their footsteps, refusing to give way. June 1968. A 50-year-old mystery is back in the news after a World War I-era dog tag was found washed up near Virginia Beach. Sources within the local police department have linked it to a seaman declared missing. Peggy turned down the Buick's radio as she made her way off the Virginia interstate and into Ocean View, checking her directions against the fold-out map she'd picked up at the ESO station just outside Norfolk. She passed a golf course and a marina, a beachside park where teens played basketball, a library, a grocery store. She rolled the window down and let the breeze off the Chesapeake Bay dry the sweat itching the back of her neck and sticking her legs to the car's leather seats. She'd barely known her great-aunt Blanche, the black sheep of the family, but her surprise bequest couldn't have come at a better time. Peggy needed a bolt hole, a place to lick her wounds and start over, a place free of painful memories, where better than a quiet seaside cottage far from the madness of New York. Her friends had told her she was crazy to move so far away from everyone and everything she knew. But that was exactly the appeal. How could she come to terms with her grief and her loss when it lay in wait to trip her around every familiar corner? They worried she'd be lonely. How could she explain that was what she wanted? It took so much effort to pretend for the sake of other people. Here, she could wallow if she wanted, with no one made uncomfortable. Besides, it was only temporary, until she got her feet under her. Then, as the lawyer advised, she could sell the cottage. There was always a market for waterfront property. She turned off a wide avenue into a neighborhood of sandy yards, tall, scraggly pines, and brightly painted houses. Some long and low with windows open to catch the bay breezes, or perched high on pilings with porches and balconies and slamming screen doors. In one yard, a group of children played volleyball. In another, a Sinatra look-alike in plaid Bermuda shorts and a straw sun hat stood watch over a charcoal grill. Peggy made another turn. A few cyclists passed, bells jangling and baskets heaped with damp sandy towels and empty soda bottles. A family made its way home, sandals scuffing, the child whining and red with heat and sun. It was a nice neighborhood. The kind of neighborhood Peggy might have chosen for herself. Chaz would have hated it. The provincial small-town feel, the distance from any city he considered culturally significant, not to mention the fact that it was crawling with military and their families. Chaz considered himself a pacifist, the war in Vietnam just the government's latest misguided attempt at imperial opportunism. It wasn't that she disagreed with him about the war or anything else for that matter, but did he have to be so right?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?